I had to unbox this at the dealer when I picked it up, so I guess this isn't the official unboxing, but as far as the channel's concerned, maybe call it unboxing 1A. We're going to take a look at the Bul Armory Hunter 6-inch 45 caliber. Stay with me. Welcome to Rider's Range while we take a look at the Bul Armory 6-inch Hunter that comes in this really nice case, even with a pressure release valve on it. For the price, it ought to come with a nice case, although really this isn't that bad of a price point on this, a little more so than the last one we got. It comes with the usual Bul paraphernalia in a nice Ziploc type bag. Comes with a couple of different bore brushes. The looks like the patch brush that goes in with it. Swag paraphernalia, Bul Velcro patch, instruction manual, and again, nice to have that in a nice little Ziploc or zipper type pouch that I'm sure I can use for something else somewhere along the line. And of course the usual padlock. And two magazines, there's one in the gun, and this one right here, let's open it up and take a look. And it is a, it says made in Italy, so it's going to be a Mekgar mag. It does say Mekgar on it. It says 45, 8 round. And I'm going to put this up against the one I got from the 9mm Bul here in just a minute. And it comes packaged just like the 9mm Bul. We did a video on that one not too long ago. I'll post the link up here somewhere for it. And nicely packaged. Let's get all this stuff out of the way and refocus the camera. Alright, the Bul Armory Hunter 6-inch. 1911, except an extra inch on the barrel. This is exactly as it came out of the packaging. And let's pull out the chamber flag out of it. Drop the mag. It obviously is completely clear, and I already see a couple of details on this that I haven't seen on a number of other 45s. So let's clip the zip tie off the trigger guard area. And it looks kind of mottled. It's because there is a heavy coating of lubricant on the outside of this gun, which means before we shoot it, I am going to have to take it apart, thoroughly clean it, relube it. And they're starting to look better already. 6-inch barrel and slide. 45 caliber. They also make this in a 9mm. Too bad they don't make it in a 10. I would really love to see this in a 10. But it is what it is. I was lucky to snag this. Very, very happy with it. The way it looks and the way it felt coming out of the original package. Again, 6-inch barrel. Fairly assertive front barrel cocking serrations, or front slide cocking serrations, matched in the rear. They are about the same angle as the grip instead of straight up and down. I like that. Minimal in the way of billboards, just say Bul Armory on the right. In Miami, Florida, of course, these are actually made in Israel, imported through Miami. And just says Hunter 6-inch on the left side. Does have a rail on it, nice reverse cut on it, which is a little bit different. Don't know what I'd use the rail for. Maybe I need to find a bayonet lug for it or something similar. It is a bushing barrel gun, but it also does have, as you can see in there, a full-length guide rod. Bushing barrel is nice and nicely fitted. The barrel is fitted to the bushing fairly nicely. Square edges on the bushing, though. It's not melted at all. Same thing, not melted on the slide, front or rear. But again, this isn't really designed as a concealed carry firearm. It does, however, have a protruding mag release, which I do like, and I can easily get to that without any significant changes to my grip. Speaking of grips, it does have no name, generic G10 type grips on it, and these appear to be pretty much the same as the ones that came on the, in fact they're almost identical to the ones that came on the Bul Armory 9mm Government. Good aggressive texture on the grip itself. However, I like a little bit different profile, a little different pattern anyway. I'm probably going to swap these out for some lock grips at some point. And again, if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know that I do like lock grips. The machine checkering on the front strap of the frame is nice and assertive. It's not too rough, but it gets a good grip. It's matching texture on the mainspring housing. squared off at the bottom. It's not rounded, but again, it's not designed as a concealed carry piece. It does have a memory bumper speed bump on the beaver tail. We're kind of jumping around here, but beaver tail on this is fairly well fitted, maybe not quite as nice as I remember it on the government 9mm that I have, but pretty close. There's nothing rough there that's going to be pinching my hand. Let's see, the safety does appear to be a MIM'd part and does not quite cover the pinhole in there. It actually looks like it's dragging just a little bit, but again, it's we'll see how it breaks in. It is nicely tapered here, so again, it's not going to provide any sharp edges to the hand. Let's see, it looks also like a MIM'd hammer. Flat top slide, nothing special about that. We'll come back to the sights here in just a minute. The extractor to slide fit is, let's see if I can get something out of here that's a contrast. The extractor to slide fit is not quite perfect. I can feel it sticks out just a little bit, but still it is acceptable. The slide to frame fit is very nice. I'm going to come back to that in just a minute also. And the slide to ejector fit is also very nice. Not quite perfect, but very nice. So we'll get into the slide in just a moment, but we'll talk about the sights first. Dovetail front and rear. Fiber optic front. I didn't see any extra fiber optic rods in the swag bag there. I'll have to take a look, see if those are included in there. Fully adjustable rear sight that is apparently fairly well centered to start with, adjustable for windage and elevation. A nice slightly reverse flared rear sight that is serrated, gives a really nice contrast between the rear and the front, and that extra inch on the sight radius should help for accuracy. Good slightly concave on the slide stop lever or slide release. Good texture on the top. Could also be a MIM'd part the way it looks. Trigger shoe, it looks like it might be aluminum and is pinned onto the trigger bow. It does have an over travel stop. We're going to measure the trigger here in just a couple of minutes. But the slide is what really impressed me in the store on this. I think I mentioned in another video that it feels like it's running on rails. Well, yeah, it is running on rails. It feels buttery smooth though. I have not felt a slide this smooth really outside of a couple of Dan Wessons that I have that are higher priced than this, and the Wilson and the Nighthawk. Even my Les Baer didn't seem to be quite this smooth. So one other thing I noticed interesting on the inside, see if you can pick it up here in the light, is the barrel is ramped, and common on 9mm, but not common on 45s. So that should be a longevity factor, although again with a steel frame, not a big deal. This is steel frame, steel slide. And Bul bills this as incorporating enhanced fitment and superlative parts. Well, again, I don't know about the MIM'd parts being superlative, but certainly the fitment on this is absolutely fantastic. So a couple things I want to do. First of all, they claim that this is a 2.5 to 3 pound trigger, and it is a nice trigger. Let's weigh it and see what it does. 2 pounds 1.3 for an average of 2 pounds 3.8 ounces over 5 pulls. It is a phenomenal trigger. Absolutely love it. And I'm looking at the hammer on this. In addition to being a skeletonized hammer, this may or may not be a MIM'd part on this, because it is grooved down the middle to further lighten the hammer just a little bit. It's an interesting design on the hammer. All right, I love this trigger though, and there is a little bit of up and down play. Now, so it's not fitted like you'll see on a Wilson or a Nighthawk. Even some Dan Wessons have less play than that, but no creep at all, and stopping right at the over travel stop. And reset 1911, what you expect right there, and a little bit of take up before you get to the reset. Very, very nice. Do love it. And you notice I'm easily racking with the front cocking serrations on this, and only got 2 fingers and a thumb on it. This pulls really nice. I don't know what the weight of the spring is in there, but it is a real nice fitting gun. I wonder how it weighs compared to some others. So let us find out here real quick. All right, so we have the gun. And all right, so we are at 50.5 ounces. Let's leave all of that on there and put on one of my heaviest 1911s, 5-inch barrels. And this again is empty, and it's also got a very touchy slide release on it. So let's put this one down here. And we are at 46.9 ounces. So, what, a little more than 3.5 ounces heavier for that extra inch of barrel on it. All right, again, the mag is made by Mekar. It does have a flat plastic follower on it. The one I got with my 9mm has a convex follower on it. Also, it doesn't say Mekar on it, but feels like it's probably the same. And that compares to my Wilson mag, which has a concave follower. Don't know how different it's going to perform, but we will find out. Overall, nice package, and again, really nice feeling. And for the price point on this, I think these are, I don't want to say retailing $1,500, $1,600, somewhere around there. I paid just under $15 for it, and so far it feels good. All right, we're gonna have to get it to the range and do some serious work with it, and hopefully be able to come back with a range report on it in the not too distant future. So that's the Bul Armory Hunter 6-inch 45 caliber. Thanks for stopping into Riders Range while we took a quick look at it.